My husband warned me about my new best friend. I ignored him until I caught them in my office. I froze outside my office door when I heard voices inside. One of them belonged to my new best friend. The other made my heart stop. It was my husband. Neither of them knew I was standing just a few feet away, listening. At that moment, every warning Mark had given me over the past few months came rushing back, and I realized I had ignored the one person who had never given me a reason to doubt him. It all started 6 months earlier. After spending 15 years at the same company, I accepted a position at a busy marketing firm. Starting over in my late 40s wasn't easy, but I was determined to prove I still belonged. That's when I met Jason. He was friendly from day one. He showed me around the office, helped me learn the company's software, and introduced me to everyone. Before long, we were eating lunch together with other coworkers and chatting throughout the day. I thought I had simply found a good friend. My husband Mark wasn't convinced. One evening during dinner, he casually asked, "Are you sure Jason isn't getting a little too comfortable around you?" I laughed it off. "He's just being nice," I replied. Mark didn't argue. In our 22 years of marriage, he had never been jealous or controlling. That was exactly why I should have listened. Over the following weeks, Jason's messages became more frequent. They started as work questions, but slowly turned into conversations about movies, family, vacations, and personal dreams. I never hid the messages from Mark because I believed there was nothing inappropriate about them. Still, Mark quietly noticed. "Just be careful," he told me one night. "Not everyone who calls themselves a friend has good intentions." I thought he was overthinking everything. Then came the company celebration. Mark finally met Jason in person. They shook hands, exchanged polite conversation, and smiled throughout the evening. But on the drive home, Mark surprised me. "I don't trust him," he said. "What did he do?" "Nothing obvious," Mark answered. "Sometimes people reveal themselves by the way they look at someone, not by what they say." Again, I dismissed it. A few days later, Jason asked me to stay after work to discuss an important project. Once everyone had left, he closed the conference room door and confessed that he had developed feelings for me. I immediately told him he was mistaken. "I'm happily married," I said firmly. "Our friendship goes no further than that." Jason apologized, but something about his expression made me uncomfortable. I thought that was the end of it. I couldn't have been more wrong. The following week, I forgot my laptop charger and returned to the office early Saturday morning. The building was almost empty. As I walked toward my office, I noticed my door wasn't fully closed. Then I heard Jason's voice. "She has no idea." A second later, I recognized the other voice. It was Mark. My stomach dropped. I stood outside, unable to breathe. Had my husband been lying to me all along? I pushed the door open. Both men looked stunned. Before I could speak, Mark turned toward me. "I was trying to protect you," he said. Jason's face went pale. Mark explained that after Jason confessed his feelings, he had secretly contacted Mark through social media. Jason claimed he only wanted closure, but Mark agreed to meet him because he wanted to know exactly what Jason intended. When Mark questioned him privately, Jason admitted he had been deliberately trying to become emotionally important in my life, hoping my marriage would eventually fall apart. Mark had arranged one final meeting in my office after hours so Jason couldn't twist the story or deny what he'd already admitted. Standing there, I finally understood why my husband had never reacted with anger. He had simply been paying attention while I was too busy giving someone else the benefit of the doubt. Jason quietly gathered his belongings and left without another word. Within days, he transferred to another branch of the company. That experience changed me forever. Marriage isn't only about love or trust. It's about respecting the instincts of the person who knows you better than anyone else. Looking back, my husband never tried to control my friendships. He only tried to protect the life we had spent more than 2 decades building together. And this time, I almost learned that lesson too late.